Good morning, Grigori High. I'm Brooke Smithers.
And I'm Mariappa. Today is Friday, February 17th. Grigori is offering a new speech class next year. If you enjoy talking about world issues and need to fulfill your practical art requirement, this class is for you. See Mr. Salazar for more details. As the rise of Instagram models emerges and the need to be in the spotlight comes forth, we get our own former model to give us the scoop of the truth behind modeling and what it is like to be in the industry. Brooke Smithers will now bring you the full report.
I describe the modeling industry as dark. It seems glamorous before you really get into it, and then you quickly realize it is dark. The other girls, they did a lot of drugs. There was a lot of cocaine use because it's a lot easier not to eat, and it makes you're skinny. In order to maintain a body that's adequate for modeling, you have to exercise multiple times a day. You don't get days off. You don't eat nearly enough food. You're cranky because of that. And then everyone all around you has to deal with that. So in order to really be kind of a not big time, but be more well known and have better gigs, you kind of have to devote your entire life to it. It's not just a job. It's not 9 to 5, 40 hours a week. You have to work out way too many times a week. You can't eat a lot of food. It's really, you spend so much money on hair and makeup, and your agent tells you how you can do your hair, how you can do your makeup. They have total control of your life, and pretty quickly you find out that you are too big, no matter how small you are. As a size 6 at times, because my weight would fluctuate, I would probably be considered plus size in a lot of industries. I think the lowest weight I ever was I would fluctuate between like 118 and 123, and 123 was not okay. I think the only way I would ever model again is if I was contracted, not for editorial, but for commercial purposes, because you can look normal. You just have to keep up your appearance. You can't look, grungy or whatever. And yeah, you just have to look like an everyday person so that you can be presentable for commercials and appeal to everyone. I was happy modeling, but not personally. I was happy with the finished product. I liked the way it looked on paper, but I didn't like the way that my attitude was, or the way that I was irritable because I didn't eat enough, and the way that my life had to revolve around it. My message to young girls who would like to model would be, don't think of it as a career. It's not a career. You cannot make it, 25 is considered old. You're ancient, you're like 80 in the modeling industry. So that should not be a career goal. That could be a side job for when you're going to school and you want to make some extra money. It's not a lifestyle. It's not one that anyone would want to pursue, and it is not a happy one. And I really would say, if you want to, do it, but don't compromise your integrity and who you are, because it's not worth it and it's not going to get you far.
The first track practice is scheduled next Tuesday. Go to the SBO to get your emergency card and receipt to be cleared to play. Listen up, seniors. If you're planning on going to MJC next year and haven't been to the workshops at Grigori, you must go to MJC's new student day in April. See your counselor for more details. Don't know what you're going to be doing this summer? Will you be taking a trip all over the world, or are you going to be at home binge watching Grey's Anatomy? Siblings of a fellow JAG will be telling us all about their adventures overseas to the beautiful country of Mexico to give us some ideas for what we can do over the summer. Here's Mary Abba with the full story.
The cruise took me to Mexico. The cruise that I went on last year was fun because there was a lot of people there, and we did activities with our groups. We did games like dodgeball, and we watched a movie. We watched Frozen. It was fun because I got to eat tacos, and we got to go travel around Mexico, and then I got to ride on the horse. Because the cruise is for everyone. My favorite moment on the cruise was when we played dodgeball, and it was really fun, and then I I threw the ball out of nowhere and then just hit the person, the last one, and we won. I would say out of all my family enjoyed the most is my brother, because every night he would just go to his group.
On a daily basis, we just did small activities and just to pass time. We were just killing time for the main attractions. There wasn't really much for a teenager to do there. The group was basically made so that they could kill time, since we were just stuck on a boat all day. The group that I went on during the cruise was called Circle C. We did a lot of activities that were basically things that anyone could do, and we were just doing it to kill time. My favorite thing that I did with Circle C was karaoke, in which I made it pretty lit there.
CSF applications are now available along with forms for Academic Block G and the SBO. Both are due on February 28th. CSF membership costs $5. See Mrs. Damas in N214 for more information.
Well, that's it for today's broadcast. I'm Brooke Smithers.
And I'm Mariappa. See you next time.